Ma indol yot dagol tahay. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 3 in my Somali diary. This is a series in which all week from Monday to Friday I create videos every day just to share with you the little bits of Somali that I'm learning every day, and I kind of bring you on my journey in my pursuit to become fluent in the Somali language. So in this little entry into my Somali diary today, I'm just talking about how to ask questions. And there's a particular question that I want to ask which will lead us onto a much more serious topic in this little video, inshallah. So the way that you kind of ask people if they ask something, right? So we have this word ma. You know, ma is a really common way just for yes or no questions, ma, and it's, you know, I've never really known if it is just kind of a reduction of the word miad in Somali. Like, to say miad is kind of a longer version of the same thing really, but ma works with whatever person you're speaking to. If you're speaking about him or he or her or you or all of you, you can use ma, but miad, or whatever endings you stick on the end of it, are specific to different people. So ma usually works best. So ma, whatever the word is that you're asking someone if they are, tahay. So ma, something, tahay. And I asked you if you were deaf or if you're blind. Ma dagol. Dagol is just the word for deaf, or indol is the word for blind. So you can word it like that. It can be ma, whatever, tahay, or you can just say dagol ma tahay or indol ma tahay. So you can just have the ma tahay on the end, or you can have the ma and then the adjective in the middle and then the tahay on the end. So yeah, so that's the way that you do it, right? But why am I specifically using those words? You know, shouldn't I, you know, in a little Somali fun little lesson, shouldn't I use words like, you know, are you a teacher, or are you a student? Are you a ma'allin, or are you an ardai? But you know, the reason why I'm asking you those in particular is because I wanted to. I'm not asking you if you're deaf or blind, as in if you actually have those disabilities, but are you not listening, and are you not seeing how important it is to be helping the people that are in Somalia suffering with these floods? Like, I don't think I even really need to go into all the specifics about it, because I think all of you listening are capable of doing a Google search and knowing the details about what's going on, right, in Somalia at the moment. But for those of you who don't and just want some statistics, I mean, reports now are nearly reporting that about 400,000 people have been displaced in Somalia because of these floods that are going on. And what I particularly want to appeal to you for is to help especially the deaf community, because, like, I'm sure here in the UK and all around the West, like, we're bombarded by people offering us the opportunity to earn reward by giving sadaqah, right? So many of us, like, I'm sure even my audience talking to you, you feel tired from it, like that we're hearing so often that people need our help. But if you know, if you think that you've done enough, you must be blind, or you must not be listening if you think you've done enough. And even though, you know, we're hearing stuff all the time about how we're being asked to help and we're being asked to give all the time, I wanted to talk to you about my wife's charity that is really specific about what they do and what they're good at. So my wife is the founder of this charity called the Silent Horn Foundation, which she started a few years ago, and it's really specifically to help deaf people in Somalia, because, you know, that there aren't many organisations that have the expertise to empower government officials and teachers and public servants and stuff in Somali Sign Language, develop Somali Sign Language, and really help the most vulnerable people with those issues. Because, you know, you imagine, you know, whenever we talk about these calamities that happen in the Muslim countries, we talk about just helping people generally. But can you imagine how much more vulnerable people are who can't even hear? Like, they don't even have the privilege of hearing announcements from the military about what is the most safe thing to do. They don't have the privilege of hearing any kind of warnings go off when something's going to happen. They don't even have the privilege often of having a support network around them to help them in times like this. So they're often the most vulnerable. You know, if we were to think that there is nearly 500,000 people who are displaced, of those people, you know, it's statistically pretty likely that there's definitely hundreds. You know, there's hundreds of deaf people among those, and we very rarely talk about the people who are vulnerable anyway, let alone in a situation like this. So we know that this charity is so effective because it's so specific. It solves such a specific goal with helping men, women and children who are deaf, who are suffering in these areas. So I'd just like to plead that you listen to this next video, inshallah. Two members of my wife's team called Guled and Sarah, they've made this little video that I want to share with you after this, inshallah. Please, I implore you to listen to it. It's in the Somali language, so for those of you who want to listen in Somali, we've done it in the Somali language for you as well, so you can listen, inshallah. Yeah, so that's it, really in this video. You know, there were a few words that we kind of went over because I always want to do some Somali language, but I think that's more important, you know, is that we kind of raise some awareness about the suffering of deaf people in Somalia, particularly through this difficult time. And, you know, for those of you who have helped before and you still have the ability to help, I implore you to help. And especially for those of you who have never done anything before, you know, this is an opportunity to earn some reward for helping people who are specifically vulnerable. So that's everything for this video. See you guys in the next one. Tomorrow I will be doing day 4 rather, sorry, of my Somali diary. So see you guys then. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Walaalayaal magacayga waa Guuleed Faarax. Anigu waxaan deganahay wadanka UK ee Ingiriiska. Waxaan u shaqeeyaa charity ama organization called the Silent One Foundation oo ka dhisan wadanka Ingiriiska. Oo loogu talagalay dadka dhagoolayaasha ah ee degan Ingiriiska iyo Soomaaliya oo in lagu caawiyo iskuulo loogu furo materials oo waxyaabaha waxbarashada loogu sameeyo. Aniga iyo walaashay oo dadka founderka ah oo soo helay sameeyay organizationkan waxaan u soconaa hadda wadankii hooyo oo rabna inaan ku laabano oo saan dadkii u gaarsiino waxyaabo agab waxbarasho aan ka caawino iyo mataqaanaa kusoo rogno waxbarasho iyo iskuuladii aan dayactirno. Marka haddana ayadaan idinku soo wareejinayaa oo dhagool ah. Marka waatana waa idin gudbinaya insha Allah. marka hadda waxa ugu weyn oo ka codsanayna dadweynaha Soomaaliyeed oo walaalaha muslimiinta waxa weeye in dadkan loo gurmado mataqaanaa waxaan ku caawin karnaa ku caawino waxay noqoto ama wax yar ama wax badan qof walba wuxuu awoodo la yukallifu Allahu nafsan illaa wus'aha. waxa kale ogaataa xadiisku wuxuu leeyahay wallahu fi auna al-abd ma kana al-abd fi auna akhihi. waxa kale ogaataa waxaan la baxay bari waad leedahay. waxaad kaloo ogaataan walaalayaal in hadda wadankeeni fatahaad ay ka dhaceen oo khaasatan magaalada Beledweyne iyo Gado iyo agagaarkeeda in mataqaanaa aan dadkaas masaakiinta dhagoolayaasha ah iskuuladii ay biyo ka qaadeen inaan mataqaanaa wax u geyno oo aan ku caawino intii karaankeena. marka walaalayaal ka baqaynina naftiina la baxa oo lana baxa naftiina oo la baxa. marka aad u mahadsantihiin. wajazaakumullahu khayran wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.